This time on Reacts, we take a look at 1/3 of that little old band from Texas. What is happening, YouTubers? It's your pal Tommy Boy, and I'm back with another edition of Tommy Boy Reacts. That's right, if you saw it in the title, or if you caught the cold open. First of all, I'm doing cold opens now. Just to give a little bit of vibe of what the video is going to be like. Then I thought the old intro was just kind of wearing a little thin on me. So I figured let's update it a little bit, make it a little bit shorter. Just not stick the intro directly at the beginning of the video, just kind of do a little cold open, shoot right into it. Change it up a little bit, change up the flavor. Because you could like and want vanilla ice cream all you want, but every now and again you just need a little scoop of chocolate. Anyway, ice cream analogy aside, we are hopping right into it. We are doing 1/3 of that little old band from Texas. I am talking about ZZ Top. More specifically, I am talking about Mr. Billy F. Gibbons. He's back with a new solo album, and he's got a new single called She's on Fire, and we are going to take a look at it today. Alright, enough of my yapping and stammering and stepping all over my tongue. Let's hop right into it, and here we go. Alright, so yeah, loving it so far. I love pretty much everything that Billy's ever done as far as ZZ Top goes. Haven't heard too much of his solo stuff yet, but it's not too far off the reservation from what we know him for. Very bluesy riffs. Exception of the 80s material. 80s, went a little bit more 80s-ish sound. But still, right on the reservation for what he's played for his entire career. As far as the guitar riff there, it's very familiar sounding. I know I've heard something very similar in another one of ZZ Top's tunes. The name of the song is kind of escaping me at the moment, but I'm sure it'll come to me here shortly. I'm gonna keep on playing the song here while I try to rack my brain and think of where I've heard that guitar riff before. And I'm sure it'll come to me. I'm just having a massive brain fart at the moment. But anyway, love the song so far. But in case you're wondering why I'm not looking like I'm too into the song, that's why I'm trying to figure out where I've heard that guitar riff in Billy's catalog before. It does sound very similar to something else. I just can't remember what it is. Fortunately, I'm pretty sure, unless there's some major assholes at ZZ Top's recording label, I'm pretty sure he can't get sued for plagiarizing himself. So I think he's safe there. Not gonna have the whole John Fogerty incident where CCR and their record company tried to sue John Fogerty for plagiarizing himself because he sounded too much like himself. I don't think we're gonna have that happen here, but hopefully before the end of this song, I'll actually remember which ZZ Top song that guitar riff sounds most similar to, especially at the opening and during the verses. Not so much in the chorus or the bridge, but it's very familiar riff that I'm hearing in there somewhere. Now, let's get back to it. Really? Giving a nod to his own band? Doing the usual ZZ Top shtick where the band just kind of like magically appears out of nowhere and just kind of, does that kind of thing and then disappears again as the car zooms by. I think even the very attractive redhead in that lowrider Camino was kind of like, really, Billy? You're jacking You're jacking the image and the sound of your own band left and right on this and gonna steal your own gimmick? I mean, is it really stealing if it's already your own gimmick, just with a different band? I guess that's a little moral conundrum there. Tell me what you think about that down in the comments. Is it stealing if it's already what you do? Let's get back to it. Alright, so that was She's on Fire by Mr. Billy F. Gibbons. As I was mentioning during that song, a lot of that guitar riff kind of sounded familiar to me, like I had heard it before in a ZZ Top song, and I figured out which song it was. It's a song called Stages. I forget which album it came on, but I don't think it was on Eliminator. Let me double check here. Give me a moment here. I don't think it was on. I doubt it was on Eliminator. I want to say possibly on Afterburner. Yep, there it is. Yeah, it's a song on Afterburner called Stages. And the guitar riff is very similar to what we just heard on with this new track, She's on Fire, which is fine. It's a pretty damn good riff. Eventually you're going to run out of ways to make songs sound different. Occasionally you're going to have stuff that sounds similar to other things, as long as it's not a direct rip-off, even though in this case, be kind of hard to make the case that he's ripping off himself. Like I mentioned before, the whole CCR comparison where Creedence Clearwater Revival and their recording label tried to go after John Fogerty back in the 80s for sounding too much like himself. It's real. That actually happened, folks, and it was very rightfully so dismissed and thrown out of court because it is just a ridiculous notion to make the assumption that someone can't make something that sounds like themselves. You know, especially when he's the writer of the songs that made that band famous. He's the one that played guitar and sang on the songs that made that band famous. If he goes off and starts a solo career and obviously he's singing in the band and playing guitar in the band, of course he's going to sound like himself. And that's what you have here with Mr. Gibbons. I mean, yeah, we saw in the video itself, there's a lot of nods. Well, pretty much the whole thing front to back is a nod to ZZ Top in one way or another. I mean, you've got the cool cars, you've got the attractive women, you've got you got the trio as far as the band goes. You got a pretty familiar guitar sound as well as a singer because, well, once again, the guy that sang the majority of the songs with ZZ Top is the guy in the video. And it is Mr. Gibbons. But I liked it. Tell me what you think down in the comments below. Be sure to click that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, like and share. Tell me what you think. I'm pretty darn sure we're going to see Mr. Gibbons in one form or another back here on the channel at some point. In the meantime, this has been Tommy Boy, and I'll see you next time on another edition of Tommy Boy Reacts.